19 من أكتوبر من عام 2022 لا يفصلنا سوى شهرين عن حفل افتتاح بطولة كأس العالم فيفا قطر 2022. ولكن قطر على وشك أن تشهد لحظة تاريخية أخرى، ففي غضون ساعات قليلة سوف تهبط طائرة. على متن الطائرة مبعوثان خاصان جداً أرسلا من الصين. إن وجودهم يشكل أعلى شرف يمكن أن تقدمه الجمهورية الصينية لبلد ما. إنهم فخر الصين وسفراء الطبيعة والحياة البرية بشكل عام. والآن لنلتقي بسهيل وثريا. هذان الزوجان العملاقان من الباندا هما أول من تطأ قدماهم منطقة الشرق الأوسط. وقبل اليوم لم يمنح هذا الشرف سوى ل20 دولة في العالم. وعلى بعد بضعة كيلومترات فقط من وسط مدينة الخور، في هذه الشرنقة العملاقة المصنوعة من الزجاج والمساحات الخضراء، سيعيش الباندا لمدة 15 عاماً.
I believe that these two lovely pandas will soon become the focus of love amongst Qatari people and the superstars in the Middle East. We hope that the panda's arrival could promote the vision of the harmonious coexistence between their nature.
My name is Tim Bouts and I'm the head vet and director of the Panda House. The adventure started obviously for Qatar with the signature of the Panda contract, which was in 2019. And then they started building the house in 2020. I've been involved in the project for 14 months, mainly in the design of the Panda garden and the backstage. And then full-time I moved to Qatar last month to basically prepare the last bits and then pick up the pandas and basically take care of them for the rest of their stay in Qatar. Yeah, there's one more box, yeah. So 44, and what was the first one?
45.
So that means we should have 35 kilo of ice in there. Yeah, so every week we get 1,000 kilo of bamboo in, and it's for 2 pandas. So they do eat a lot, and we have to do that every week again. Well, the bamboo from China, obviously the pandas, they come from China, so it's bamboo that they already know. It is cut really in the wild, so there are no bamboo plantations, so like we have in Europe. Bamboo, there's no taste in there, so it's actually an evolutionary thing. It's not that they like bamboo, but in evolution, there was a lot of competition with other carnivores in China, and they went this carnivorous way, so it's actually quite clever evolutionary view from the pandas to actually go that way, because now they have a niche that they're not sharing with anyone. So, and this gives them like a staple food supply all year round. Okay. Yeah. So it's fairly homogeneous or everything. Okay. Yeah, at least that's good.
It is a very typical breakfast for panda. So besides bamboo, they also have, this is bamboo as well, but this is bamboo shoot. And they get carrot, apple, and panda cake. So I'm just preparing breakfast.
First started with our morning routine. Sissy will call Soraya to the right den. so that we can close the door, so that now we can actually start cleaning the enclosure. Hello. Hello, Suhail. So here again, we're basically checking the whole enclosure. Here we see that he ate well bamboo shoots. There's no mucus. So his poo looks really good. And this we collect now for parasites, and we will check that later. So every day in the morning, I will go in with my colleague, and we will check all the poo basically, because the biggest clue that something would be wrong with a panda would be changes in the poo. Pandas, they are actually carnivores, which decided roughly 1 million years ago to become herbivores. So they did some adaptations, of course, in their jaws, because obviously bamboo is very hard, so they have a special jaw to crush that bamboo. They have the 6th finger, which acts as a thumb, so that they can actually hold bamboo. Then the teeth are really adapted to grind the bamboo. And then in the digestive tract, there is actually relatively little that has changed, except that they make a kind of mucus to make the bamboo slide better, so that it doesn't actually penetrate the digestive tract. So if there is a problem in the digestion, and the bamboo actually has some stasis, so it stays there too long, then they will start to form a little bit too much mucus, and then they get colic. And that's then what we see with what we call a mucus poo. Well, here we have Suhail, so the male, and he is an awesome panda. He's really the coolest panda I've already worked with. He is so incredibly chill. From the moment he came, actually, he immediately owned the place, you know. And here again, he's just sitting there, he's eating, he's really munching away on the bamboo. You see he's stuffing it in, he's fantastic. He walks around, he really doesn't care about people around him, about anything happening around him. He just it's like he's been here his whole life. So he is absolutely amazing. Like in people, it's the same with pandas. They all have their own character. There are not 2 pandas in the whole world which have the same character. And so here the difference is very, very clear. We have Suhail, which is chill, very calm, very confident actually in himself. And then we have Soraya, which actually is a little bit more nervous. So the first couple of days, she was quite nervous and also looking for reassurance with her Chinese keepers. When pandas go to any country, they will always come with their own caretakers, because then there is at least one thing which they know. The language already, that helps, but also a familiar face. So in this case, we have Mr. Dong Li, which is an incredible panda keeper, and Dr. Li Sai Wu, which is a veterinarian. Those people, they know everything there is to know about pandas.
Let me do one more round.
Yeah, I did a full round, but do one as well, yeah. Maybe I missed something. So they still have to remove now those dead plants and the grass. You're redoing my tour, but you have to go all the way up now.
Huh?
Said you're redoing my tour, but you'll have to go all the way up now.
No, because there's a wire on here, so. It's very dangerous, you know.
Too heavy?
This is not keeper friendly. You're going to record when I'm falling. This is not keeper friendly, eh?
No, it's panda friendly. Do you want to start putting bamboo and apple and what else in, or?
Yeah, I'll put apple.
We're just doing a
See?
last check.
Foreign object.
We call it the four knot.
We're just checking the last bits and pieces to make sure that there is no danger for the pandas. So you're gonna put what, bamboo here?
Yeah.
And then.
But you know, if we want him to explore, I worry that he will start eating.
Yeah.
So I'll put it a bit
So
further.
I would, then.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put it further.
Would you not put it? Because, is he gonna
This
go
one
further?
he doesn't really like. So
What?
this one he doesn't really like.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
it's
good.
a better decoration.
I'm quite excited, a little bit nervous, a little bit stressed. So he doesn't know what's gonna happen. So, but I think it will be very emotional and it will be great to see. Yeah. Very privileged to be here. So right now, we're going up to the first floor. And I'm gonna stand on the bridge so I have a good view of the panda. So it's gonna be the first time that he's gonna come out. Today the male, tomorrow the female. So it's quite emotional. Hey, that's for the panda, not for you, sissy. Can you go out of sight? You too, out of sight. There's a front of the door. One of the keepers is opening the door, but yeah, there. And he's in front of it.
Ding,
He comes out straight away.
ding, ding.
Yeah, well, every panda is different, and he is very curious, but he's also very cautious, and that's probably why he stays at the edges, because then he can find the way back to the door very quickly, I think. He's smelling the plants. That's nice. Hey, baby boy. I hope it goes into the water. He's walking on the side. So now he's gonna come under here. So now he's gonna go to the other side. So he is actually exploring his enclosure, which is great. So hopefully he'll go to the middle soon. Now he's under the bridge, so we don't see him. Is he going into the water or not? It's like, no. I think I'm gonna walk down and have a look there. Dr. Lee, happy? Yes? Mr. Dong, good, eh? Very quiet, eh?
I was having him sitting in front of me, but once the gate opened, he just left. So that is a little bit surprise for me. I thought he's gonna look at me, and then he goes, but then he just went out right away. Oh, he's going into the pool. You have to get this shot.
He's going in the water.
He's testing the water. Oh, this is so cute. Sit down, sit down,
Fantastic.
sit down.
Wow.
He's testing the depth. So they do play with water. Sometimes they just sit in the water and they splash themselves. He's exploring.
For me, it doesn't have to be white. I'm gonna say.
He looks so small.
Yeah, but this enclosure is huge. Huh? I mean, I'm sure it's the biggest one in the world, you know? It's just absolutely
As
massive.
I said, when he's in, he's like, you're so
So can you imagine her
Oh,
tomorrow?
I know. She's like, oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna stand close to the tree because I'm sure she's
Yeah,
gonna
she's
go.
gonna climb. Yeah.
As a very small boy, I very quickly decided that I wanted to become a veterinary surgeon. But then that never changed from the age of 8. I didn't have a plan B. When I had to go to vet school, my parents said like, hey, should you not look at something else? And what if it doesn't work? I said, look, there is no plan B.
I started working with animals when I was young, so I always wanted to work with animals. My first choice was dolphin before.
My story with these two pandas actually starts 10 years ago, when my story started with pandas in general. I was working in Qatar here when two giant pandas were going to come to Belgium. And Chinese specialists, they wanted a specialized...
That is a very pure love and a very pure connection as well. You have to give them love, and they do return without question. So it's very different than human, of course, because they don't lie like animals. They like you, they like you, they don't like you, they don't like you.
Wild animals are super cool. I mean, how many people come that close to a lion, even though he is asleep? But I can touch the lion, I can touch the tiger while we're doing the medicine. And these are things that I think very, very little people in their life will live. And that's something that I personally find as a little boy still today very, very cool.
To me, it's not only a job. To me, being Chinese, somehow I find myself having responsibility that I should take care of these animals good. To me, being here all the time, trying to know the pandas, what's happening. Some people would think, oh, you're sacrificing your time, but I really enjoy. I might cry for this.
There are two things about being a wildlife vet, I think. The first part is that being part of a team in a zoo, you also have a connection with the animals, which a vet who sees patients in his practice doesn't have, because there they come in, they treat them, they go out, they don't know the animals. Here you are part of a team, you know the names of the animals, you know the habits of the animals, you know the people that take care of the animals, the keepers. And so you feel much more part of a team, and that's something that I don't think vets in practice have. So that is something that is really nice.
So far, this is the 9th and 10th panda that I've been working with. Thuraya here is one of the panda that I worked with before. She is the granddaughter of the panda that I worked with before in Hong Kong. So the panda that I work with named Jaja, she still is the oldest panda in the world, and she made into the Guinness record. She passed away when she was 37, 38. She was amazing with all the training and everything. And so when I got here, I learned that Thuraya is her granddaughter. So I think it's a faith that, you know, that I'm here. You know, I believe, you know, things meant to happen, and I found out that, yeah, Thuraya is connected to Jaja, so I think, yeah, this is very special.
And shoots and apple or
And
anything?
apple, yeah.
The birds are also here already?
Huh?
The
Yeah,
birds
the
are also here
yeah.
to cheer us on?
Because they're like, now we have food in the gardens.
She's gonna be so much fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, this will be a fun one.
I think so, I think
Yes.
so. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, so I'm going up, you're staying down?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the first day we release her out into the garden, the outdoor exhibit. So very excited. So let's go have a look and see how she's going to explore the environment. Wait a little. She's here. Okay. Food is not her priority right now. Priority is to check out her environment. So that's what she's doing. Yeah, and she passed by and sniffed at the food. She's climbing on a tree. So she is exploring, as I said, and they like to get up on high areas. For pandas, when they feel there's danger, especially, they like to climb up high. See, they're very good climbers, and they have sharp nails, and yeah, this is what they built for. Yeah, see, she knows. See, she's very safe.
That was awesome. I think they're now going for all the smells, and they're going to see basically what are the edges of the territory, because their vision is very, very bad. Because in bamboo forest, where there is only shadows and like flickerings of the sun, a vision doesn't really help you. So that's why they're like really going to have a look. They smell from time to time, so that they know where everything is, and basically to map a little bit the enclosure in their brain. It's incredible how confident she has become in that short time being here, you know, from this nervous, yeah. And now she's like a confident panda.
Yeah. Even the first day out, they set up.
Yeah.
Okay. But and she didn't go back to that gate.
No, not yet.
As much as
Yeah.
he did.
No, come on, go in the tree, make it happen. Make it happen. Yes, come on. Mr. Dong, tell her to climb this tree for a good photo. You cannot speak panda? Now she's up, she's jumping. That was cool, man. It's like a horse. At that age, they're very athletic. I mean, they a bit like me, I guess. They lose their athleticism as they get older and heavier, you know. So, but a 3-year-old, I mean, he's already 4, and you see he doesn't climb anymore. But she's only 3, and they do climb until 4 roughly. She's a small panda, so I think she'll be climbing maybe until a little bit older. But as they get older and as they get heavier, they don't like to climb anymore. Basically, all bear species are solitary. What does that mean? It means that they live alone also in nature. So pandas, they will be the whole year, they will live alone. They will come across each other, obviously, in the bamboo forest. And then they might say hello, they might sniff each other, but they will always go their own way. It's only during the breeding season that there is a genuine interest from the male to the female or from the female to the male. That breeding season for the pandas is somewhere from February till May, with the biggest peak in March, April. And then, of course, there is a lot of interactions with pandas, but the actual cycle of a panda lasts only 12 hours. So that's where she's going to be like fertile, and only then they will actually mate. So here it's key to find that point in the future and to put them together at the right point, because if you put them together at the wrong point, they might actually start fighting. It makes it difficult, but somehow they manage in nature. So because pandas are still there, and actually numbers in the wild are going up. So actually, even with those 12 hours of fertility, they still manage to mate. In captivity, it is a lot more difficult because we have one male and one female, and so they don't have the choice of who to choose as a partner. So they only have one, and then if it doesn't click, which is possible, like in humans, then we have to do something which is called artificial insemination, and then we might have to give them a hand. So, but we see here already, even though they're still young and sub-adult, we see already that when they look through the window, that there is no aggression, because sometimes you can already see immediate aggression. So who knows, fingers crossed, that our pandas could mate naturally. It only happens in 20% of the cases in captivity. So, but if you're lucky, we're with those 20%. If not, then we'll do artificial insemination in a couple of years.
Let's see. Let's get 2. Oh my God, the leaves is already falling. Okay, yeah, go. I'll water and then I'll take sticks. This is the back of house area. So we bring animals in if you don't see them in the garden. This is the training setup. So for training, we use something called the target stick and a whistle. So at the beginning, first, we have to build relationship with the animals. So of course, they love food, especially apple and carrot, the sweet stuff. So we will feed the animals every day so that they get used to our voice, our smell, and then we pair it with a whistle. So they're like, okay, if I hear the whistle, I get food. I hear the whistle, I get food. So whistle is a good thing, okay? So once they learn that, we start teaching them to do different behavior. Oh, many people. So we present this to their nose and then whistle, saying this is good. Remember, we already paired the whistle with the food, so the whistle sound means it's good. So when I touch, hear whistle, and we feed, they're like, okay, this thing touching me, I get food. So slowly, we move this away from them, and they learned, I have to touch it to get food. So I will put it a little bit further away. Once they touch, I will whistle and feed. So when they sit in front of me, if I want them to go a bit to the right, then I can use the target to guide them. So I put it further, so because they have to touch it, then eventually they move. And eventually, this is how I train them to extend their arm out to hold this bar for blood sampling. Suhail, or Chinese name Jing Jing, they are very responsive to their names. So because I work really close with them, so when I call, he might respond faster compared to somebody else call. Hi. Good morning. Yeah, there are people. Come. Okay, can we all move back? Yeah, yes, he is.
He does have a bit of belly.
Huh?
He does have a bit of belly. Yeah, still has to lose a little bit
Yeah.
of weight.
But when he walks, you don't see it though. Jake, good, let's go. No, they're not feeding you. Come on, go. No more. Go. Okay, sorry. Once again. In a moment, we are going to take blood from Sihai. So now I'm preparing the rewards for her. I have to grab my whistle. Just 1 second. Okay. So I have to grab one more thing. The vet is the one who is taking blood, and the vet usually acts as a bad guy, so we always have like a bigger piece for the vet to give to our animals at the end. So from bad to be good again. Jing Jing's hand was big, hers is small. Yeah, not too much. Yeah. Okay. Say hi. Say hi. Come. You ready? Say hi. Come. Okay. Say hi. Come.
Which arm does she normally put through?
Yeah, let's see. No, wrong hole.
You want the other one?
No, she should go through
She
here.
should go through that hole.
Come
Okay.
on, come here. Sit.
No, other hole.
Good girl. Yes, you know what you're doing, but a little bit wrong. Okay, come on.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, well, I need
Good
to go
girl.
here. Let's see.
Good girl.
Shall I touch?
Yep.
Okay, touch.
Good girl. Very good girl. Little trimming, huh? Yeah? Trimming.
I will need somebody to
Hold. Okay.
come here
Yeah.
and do this. Okay.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. It's okay.
Don't feel much. I'll have to go in blind, I
Okay.
think, like we usually do.
Okay.
I think here, but I might be wrong. Let's see. I go in
Come on.
now. Feet.
Yep. In. Good
You see?
girl. It's okay. You're doing very good.
Go in a bit higher.
Okay.
See?
You're going good.
Going in.
Girl. Okay.
Now.
Good girl. Very good.
I think I had the
girl.
Guinness like last time.
Okay. Very good girl.
Good girl.
Yay. Good girl. Good girl.
See ya.
Very stable. Good girl. Hold him tight. Good girl.
Look, stop.
Let go.
Push here. Yeah, here. There.
Good girl.
Let me wait and see until I get. Good girl.
Good girl. That was a big carrot, huh? Good girl.
I feel nothing today, huh? Go in.
Good girl.
Ah, there we are.
Good girl. Very good girl. Yes. Yes. Will you be a donor? Huh? You're so good.
Stop. You stop.
Let go. Let go.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Let go. Yeah.
Push
Good
here.
girl.
Push well, push long.
Good girl. Very good. Yes. Yes. Okay, let
Can I
Dr.
give her
see.
something to eat?
Yeah, there's big apple.
The big apple, so that she likes me
Okay.
again?
Can you check now? Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that. Can you check it now with...
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks good?
Good girl. Yes.
Good
Good girl. You're brilliant. Better than the vet.
Good girl.
You've seen she was absolutely brilliant. She was very well trained, so it actually was quite easy for me to do because she was that well trained. These animals are incredibly clever. They have evolved and evolved and evolved. They've challenged everything. Until now, they have the biggest challenge in their life, and it's not just for pandas. And that challenge is called people. There are more and more people all the time, and this is challenging their habitat. It's challenging the habitat of every single creature around us. And this is a challenge, and it's also considered the 5th or the 6th mass extinction of species. And we are responsible for that. So without our help, I don't think any species will make it out of this, because we are taking over more and more of the habitat. So this is why now it's our job also to help them for that last extinction wave that we have, and start protecting the habitat. And this is what they're doing now in China, and this is what people are doing worldwide for endangered animals. I honestly believe that zoos in general have changed from being this menagerie in the old days to real centers of conservation. And if you take out then, of course, this panda conservation, it's something which is incredibly important, because pandas are global ambassadors. There is a reason why the WWF has a panda as a symbol, because people connect with pandas, you know. We see it, I mean, it's so much more real if you can smell the animal, if you can see the animal, than if you read it in a book or you see it on TV. So, and there have been lots and lots of research being done, that when people come to zoos, that even if it is a small percentage, some people will go away with a message, and this might change their life.
Something that I'm really looking forward to is if Soraya can have babies like panda cubs. It will be very amazing, because they are the first pandas in Middle East. So I want to see her to be a good mother, because as I said, her grandmother had 6 cubs. So I think she'll be a good mother. I want to see that.